There is nothing more frustrating than a car problem that comes and goes, leaving you wondering if you can actually trust your ride for a long trip across the state. If your car shifts perfectly one day, but then starts slipping or jerking the next, you are likely facing the P075E code, which indicates an intermittent fault in the shift solenoid G circuit. This is a generic code that you will find on almost any modern automatic transmission from brands like Chrysler, Dodge, Toyota, and Kia, because they all use these tiny electronic valves to manage fluid flow between the clutches and bands. The job of shift solenoid G is to open and close at exactly the right millisecond to change your gear ratio while keeping the engine at the lowest possible RPM for better fuel economy. When this signal becomes erratic, the computer gets confused and your transmission might start slipping, overheating, or even getting stuck in a single gear, which we call limp mode. You might also notice a major drop in your fuel economy or feel a strange shudder that feels like a misfire, but is actually the transmission struggling to find the right gear. The most common causes for this intermittent headache are low or dirty transmission fluid and a clogged filter that is starving the solenoids of the pressure they need to work. It could also be a faulty solenoid that is starting to fail internally, or a wiring harness that has been damaged by heat or rubbing against the engine block. To start troubleshooting, you should verify your fluid level is correct while the engine is warm, and check the condition of the fluid for any dark streaks or a burnt odor. If the fluid has not been changed in a long time, a simple service with a new filter and gasket might be all you need to clear the code. You should also perform a visual check of the wiring leading to the transmission and look for any connectors that are loose or covered in road grime. A technician will use a digital multimeter to look for an open or shorted circuit and will check the resistance to make sure it reads 0 ohms where it should. Because this is an intermittent problem, it can be tricky to pin down, and if a fluid change does not solve it, you should take it to a specialist before the random slipping causes permanent damage to the internal clutches. Taking care of it now ensures your transmission shifts smoothly every single time you hit the gas and keeps your car reliable for the long haul.